Welcome to MetamoraTV. My name is Matt Duhamel, sitting here with a new person in town, Ethan Roth, who is a new actor in Salt Lake City area. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. Thank you for coming on the show. Tell me a little bit about yourself first. I know it's a big question, but maybe a little bit about how you got into acting, or why you thought about it at least.
Well, after seeing the film Pineapple Express with Seth Rogen and James Franco, they really made acting in that career look a lot of fun. And that was back in high school, and I considered it for quite some time. But in high school, you kind of worried about fitting in and everything, and the theater crowd wasn't really the crowd to hang out with.
Really? A little trouble going on in there?
No.
Okay.
Just not the fashionable choice at the time.
Sure.
So I kind of put it off and just found myself at a time where I could pursue it.
Okay, so you're out of high school now, and you're recently moved to Salt Lake City from Indiana.
Yes.
From what I understand. Tell me a little bit about what you've done so far. Off camera, you were talking about several auditions that you've had in the last 2 months since you've been here. Tell me about that.
The auditions that I've been through are just for short indie films that I'm aware of. Some of them might be a little bit bigger budget, but I think they plan on getting submitted to Sundance and things of that nature here in Utah. Yeah.
When you hear Sundance, that's big.
Yeah.
That's really big.
Yeah.
I wish our film went to Sundance. Well, I didn't even submit it. So I guess I can't get there if I don't submit it. And then so you've done an indie film with, as you mentioned, a small part.
Yes, I have a small part coming up in an indie film in a couple weeks.
Okay, cool. And I talked off camera again about the modeling potential with a pilot, a new pilot that is coming to, or has come to Salt Lake City, and they're filming it now?
Yeah, they're actually filming it now.
Cool.
And as I was getting fitted for the pilot, for my role, I actually got approached and pulled aside and met with this guy and trying to get that going on.
Would that be something you would want to get into versus acting? Modeling versus acting?
I would much prefer acting, but modeling is just kind of, it's another outlet of expression, and it gets you exposure and things of that nature.
And some more possibilities if you got the singing and the dancing or the acting.
Yeah, it just kind of makes
it
makes you more well-rounded in the industry.
Now, if anybody that is watching wants to get into acting, any auditioning tips for anybody out there?
Just be yourself. Obviously, I would say memorize your lines. Try to go as deep. I mean, some auditions you may just be handed a script and return in 2 minutes and read this to me. And so try to memorize your lines the best you can. Try to analyze and go deep into the character, but more so just be yourself. You know,
I tried acting years ago, and part of my problem was I couldn't remember anything. I mean, really, I'm really bad with memorizing lines. I've always been that way. So, but the few pieces that I've done, very minor stuff, it's hard because when you're acting, and maybe you know this to be true, is you feel like you're just reading it and you cannot forget that you're trying to remember something. You remember the lines.
Yes.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And how do you get over that? Is it just practice? Is that what?
Yeah, I would say so. Just practice makes perfect.
Okay.
I mean, when I'm reading a script, I'm also in my mind not knowing that I'm not reading this for pleasure.
Okay.
I'm not, I kind of read it to memorize it first.
Okay.
And then I read it to kind of find out what the character's meaning and everything else like that. So.
What do you hope to, let's say a year from now, where do you hope to be?
A year from now, I hope to actually be in LA. That'd be nice if my resume was strong enough to be in LA. But hopefully at that time, bare minimum, I have an agent and get some bigger roles going on, maybe some lead roles.
Well, Salt Lake City is not a bad spot to come for a while, get some experience, and move on. From my understanding, it's pretty big, the movie and TV market here. A little stronger, I think, back in the mid to late 90s, I heard, with some of the Disney projects. But not a bad place at all to get some experience.
Well, no, especially with the Park City studio about to go up this summer.
Oh, I didn't know. I should know this.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about that? Because I want to know.
Well, apparently they're building the studio in Park City, and it should be up by this summer, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
And so basically, when films come here to shoot, they'll have the opportunity just to finish their shoot in Utah rather than go to back to Los Angeles or New York, or
like a post-production type production facility.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Besides acting, you're involved in some charity giving. Why did you pick Make-A-Wish Foundation to donate, your free money? All the money that you have from acting.
Well, back home in Indiana, there's a radio station, 99.5, that every year they have about a week where they just take donations and they count off how many wishes that they've gone through.
Cool.
And just in general, I just believe in what Make-A-Wish stands for and does.
That's
and
awesome.
If one day, if I'm popular enough or famous enough,
Yeah.
I hope to, kind of not only contribute more, but contribute myself to the process to make those dreams come true.
Well, that's an awesome endeavor, and that is an awesome foundation. So if you ever become famous, which I hope you do, will you take my call?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good thing. Well, and I also want to mention too, there are some rumors that Metamora Films may be doing a short film perhaps later this year. So if we are in need of somebody that fits your age and look, I will let you know for sure.
I appreciate that. Thank
Anything
you.
else that you want to add for our show?
Not that I can think of.
Right.
I think you covered it all.
All right. Good luck with your future auditions and the pilot.
Well,
here
thank
in
you.
Salt Lake.
Thank you.
All right. For Ethan Roth, my name is Matt Duhamel for MetamoraTV, where film is transformative.